Yo 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 yo. If you guys are noticing, I got new stuff. This is my new interface. These are my new headphones. Thank you to Rode for allowing me to use this technology that's in the future that I shouldn't be touching. This is not an ad. They did not pay me, blah, 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 blah. YouTube, before you try to flag me for monetization, all that stuff, this is not an ad. Now, for my longtime listeners, I don't know what this is going to sound like. I don't know if the audio is going to be great. I don't know how crispy it's going to be. I just know that I have to do the trial run, and it has to be this episode. So you guys will tell me if it's low or not. And you guys will also, when I'm editing this, I'll be able to find out, hey, I'll probably raise the gains in the editing. I don't really like doing that because then it's really RIP headphone users. Like the shirt. Ow. So, yeah, man. Without further ado, let's jump into the vibes. Do. Oh, what do I want to do? Hey. You're now tuned in to another episode of I'll get to it.
No special characters.
Live the night, body's weak. There's no time to sleep. Hey, less like the wind. And I, long way to go. Way to go. Why we going there? This all has to do with something. Stay with me. You already know. Hey. Always spoke my mind. The music ties in, people. Just give it a second. A long way to go. That restraining order ain't gonna stop nothing. Change the vibes. Hey. Some Tiffany for y'all. Y'all don't deserve this. Behave. That's what they say when we're together. I can't say that. You gotta be like children.
Behave.
They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can. As fast as I can. Hey. I think we're
alone now.
Look at the way. I'll work on that in post. What would they say? Just as fast as I can. Hey. I know, right? If you guys listen to the song selection so far, you're like, wait, where are you taking me with this? But I'm not done yet. I am not done. I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go. And I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to start it over again.
different.
Yeah, they were more lit with the beats back then. I didn't add that? Come on. What am I doing? To all my elderly listeners, I'm talking about you 40 and up people. You guys are probably going to school to this. Mr. Ortiz, to the principal's office. We're getting there. Don't you worry. We're right there. Yeah. I have to start the show. So I might as well just go in.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying
This
sound
ain't in the world right now.
You're listening to
Special characters.
Yo. To all the new listeners, this show is not really set up like this, but not really like this. There's little small changes for you guys to notice. I have a new soundboard, and I can't wait to see what this sounds like when I edit it. According to my headphones, it sounds pretty decent, but I won't know until the product is done. Welcome to episode 112. I know you guys really should have started with some 112. Yeah, no. But I gave you guys some 80s hits. Why not? Everything has something to do something. It's all very petty. Yeah, I don't know what you guys want. I don't know why you guys tune into the show if you guys are expecting real seriousness, because that's not what I provide. Clearly, you could tell when I play stuff like...
Welcome back to another late night with
Jose.
Are you ready?
On my cool J.
Yo, I brought some things back. I just noticed while I'm looking at my board that I did leave something off, and I got to go back and add it. I don't have all my sound bites because this is a smaller board, which means smaller storage and shit like that. But we're going to find a way to work through it and have fun. This is the Rodecaster Duo. This is not an ad, once again. It's just, I like toys because there's things on this thing that we asked for and they were listening. Like when I asked for a reverb, it was only to play music. It'd be like you're now listening to. That's fun for me. Like this is fun for me. Like that's all I'm here to do is just have fun. Like they gave us so many little add-ons that we asked for. Because thank you for listening to us. And there's some things we didn't ask for, but that's whatever. But they were pretty much close. Like this right here is what I would
Definitely asking for when I first got a hold of the Rodecaster. I was like, how can we add little things like this to make the board more fun?
And they finally listened to us and they did it. So it's dope. It's a dope thing. So you guys will be the judge of that. You guys will tell me if what I'm doing with this is fun or not. I have way more plans for this now. And I did have to Bluetooth connect, which I'm not a fan of, but for whatever reason. All right. If you're looking into like get into podcasting and do things like this, if you guys are still listening, if you're still here, because I know a couple of people asked me about my podcast equipment. This is the Rodecaster Duo. It's one of the newest things in the market. I will let you know right now, this thing has bugs. All right. This thing has things they still have to fix. And that's okay because that's what happens when you're in a new market. What I'm dealing with this is the same thing I would have dealt with if I went to Mackie and tried to do innovative stuff to it. Like my soundboard, it was very difficult. I was supposed to record this yesterday, but it took me almost 3 hours to figure out how to put sound in it because it wasn't accepting my files. Go figure, right? But I eventually worked through it. I'm glad I didn't have to contact nobody in Rode. But with this thing, when I bought this thing, all right. See, I'm a huge believer in overkill. I just was being an adult, as some would say, and figuring out the right budget before I jumped into this. Hopefully that cuts off. But oh, I have something for that. Yeah. So hopefully that cuts off. It's gone. Yeah. I was trying to go down another route. I was originally going to go to Mackie and just join them, but because I looked at some of the specifications for this, I was like, this has things I could play with. And then I think I would have been more upset with Mackie if my stuff wasn't working properly. Because I'm just going to chalk it up to it's a new company. And then there's just some things you got to eat, which it's not fun. But welcome, man. I hope everybody's doing great out there. Hopefully everybody's achieving. Hopefully everybody's doing what they got to do to reach their goals, touch their dreams, live their dreams, be a dream. Don't be a nightmare like Meek Mills. Hopefully you guys are doing all of these things. Hopefully. I feel like I'm going to have to pull that soon because of all the stuff that's going on in the news. But, oh well. And hopefully you guys hit one of your milestones. This is for y'all. This is new. All right, don't judge me. I don't know what comedy club they were at, but they never get that right. They never get the weird laugh either. Like, those are my favorite laughs when I go to the comedy places, and I see them do that. I want to speak to you guys about my New York City shenanigans. So this week I went to, where did I go to? This week I went to, I really forgot where I went to. I went to Bryant Park. Don't ask me why I went to Bryant Park. My sister wanted to go to Bryant Park. We went to Bryant Park. It just happened to be that the New York City Mall was there. We went inside the New York City Mall. We saw cool shit. That's where they shot The Day After Tomorrow. Also, they shot John Wick there. I believe that's where he kills the dude in the library, if I am correct. That could be Brooklyn Library, but I'm going to assume it was Manhattan by Bryant Park because he was in the Lower East Side mad quick after he killed the dude. So what annoyed me was when I got to the library, we got to see all these cool things, but the section that I wanted to go to, which was the John Wick section, was closed off because it was only open to researchers. My bad, I'm fucking thirsty. And my whole thing was, the fuck they researching, dog? It was packed. Everybody was there, was studying something, and I'm like, what are you researching? Like, what are you doing? You guys know something we don't know? Are we stupid for coming into the library like, oh, I'm going to take a picture of this? And you guys are like, yo, the world's about to end. I'm fucking trying to figure out how to save you dumbasses, and you guys are taking selfies next to the fucking picture of David, the statue of David, or like all these fucking amazing pictures that were there. And it's like, I think I'll feel a way if I was a researcher and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to focus, I'm trying to study, I'm trying to save y'all, I'm trying to save humanity, mankind. And every time I look up, there's like some fucking teenager that, like, I'd feel a way. I'm like, you know what? I don't think we worth saving. Like, that shit was crazy, son. But what made it dope was, me and my sister were arguing at the beginning because we were trying to discuss, should we just jump the turnstile? I'm like, I don't really feel like paying. We could just jump the turnstile. Everybody jumps the turnstile. It's fine. After fighting me down, she's like, no, we're not going to jump the turnstile. Just pay the fucking $275. Stop being cheap. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. $275, avoid a misdemeanor or some shit. And right after we swipe, ding, go, this 50 to 60-year-old woman comes to the turnstile. Old school New Yorker, just and jumps over the turnstile, almost busts her ass, but she took it back to the old school and just jumped over the turnstile. I'm looking at my sister like, out of all of us, you're the in the family. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. You're a real you piece of you. Okay? Okay? All right? Oh, I hide behind this now so you guys can't read my lips when I say things during the censor because people were trying to read my lips last time. You weirdos. You piece of and your mother too. She's a almost said the curse instead. But yeah. Son, it was so cool just being out there. I just like going to the city. I like people watching. It's weird. You run into your annoying people. Like there was this drunk guy on the fucking subway. And if you know my story, you know my story. I fucking dislike drunk people. They annoy the shit out of me. All right, there's two different drunks. If you're happy drunk, I'm cool with you. If you're an asshole drunk, go fuck yourself. So I get into the subway and my first altercation on the subway is I get into the subway and there's this guy drunk. It's fucking 2:00 in the afternoon, hammered, MC hammered on the train. I get on the train and he goes like, I know you, blah, 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 blah. And he stands up and I just go, and I push him down. I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me. Because I'm trying to read the subway map above him. I'm like, yo, sit the fuck down. Like, boom, we're done here. Threat assessed, handled, target acquired, mission accomplished. Those things. So I'm like, okay. And everybody's like looking at me. And I'm like, he's really drunk. He's aggressive. He's an aggressive drunk. He's going to be picking fights. I already know it. So everybody's looking at me like I got fucking 10 heads on my head. And I'm like, oh, no, you're the aggressor. I was like, all right, yo, whatever. I sat down, I chilled, and I just continued doing what I'm doing. I go, we wait 2 or 3 stops. A couple comes in. This guy's like, I'll kill you. And I'm like, oh, no. What are we going to do? So it was like the most funniest thing in the world. I was like, are you people that complain? Like, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm like, he's going to ruin somebody's day here. And I refuse to let it be me. So it was just like the most, all right, let me just handle this real quick. This situation is done. And it was just jokes. Like, you can't have a typical New York City outing until you argue with a drunk person, a homeless person, or just a rude person. As I mentioned in the last vlog, 2 or 3 vlogs ago, I was going to the city again, and this Asian lady was fighting with this young kid. And this young kid was like, I'll spit in your face. And I'm like, once again, everybody's like ignoring it. And I'm like,
Do I have to suit up now? Is this my time to shine? This is what my inner monologue voice sounds like. It's demon time. Let's fucking go.
so yeah, I'm watching this unfold and he's like, I'll spit in your face. And I'm like,
I could just grab this from behind and just slap his head against the fucking table. There is no table there, but in my vision and my dreams, there's a table.
and I'm like, what else could I do?
Oh yeah, just throw him between the carts.
It was just so many things, but it de-escalated so quick. So there was nothing I had to do. So my inner monologue was like,
Well, this was an unfortunate turn of events. I really wanted to do something there.
but yeah. Always something. If you don't get on the subway and smell piss, are you really taking the New York City subway? You tell me. You tell me. You ever been in the subway? Like, I know it smells like ammonia, but I know they're not using ammonia down here. That's fucking crazy. It's very pungent. Shit smells like Sex Panther. Like, that shit is crazy sometimes. And we're back. My bad. I got really hot. I don't even care what my hair looks like right now. It's hot as hell today. Today's one of the hottest days of the week. I do not appreciate this right now. And the guys, you're gonna hear it from me first, all right? Because I follow this really hot weather girl, and we be talking every now and then. She has informed me that this is going to be the hottest summer in a long time because we're having all these solar flares. What does that mean? We're all toaster strudels. We're all hot pockets. I don't know. That's the best way I could break it to. We're all fucking microwavable dinners right now. There's so much radiation pouring into us that we're not even noticing because it's so goddamn hot. What's going on out there? This microphone, as loud as it doesn't sound, is really like catching things. Now. I'm still on my adventure in the city. My sister wanted to go to Bryant Park because they were having a flea market or a sale there. They were doing some kind of market thing. I'm like, okay. So when I think of market, I'm like, okay, is it like a flea market? That means things shouldn't be that much. Things shouldn't be that expensive, right? Boy, was I wrong. Because I get there and I'm like, that's cool. I see this guy, he has a bunch of cool sweaters. And I'm like, that's dope. And I make clothes, people. I make clothes. I know how much clothes cost. I could tell you from the material how much your shit's gonna cost and how much extra you're making off of it. Because I've done my due diligence. I did my research so I could figure out how I want to get into the clothes market scene. Now the whole thing is, they were marking up the prices by like at least 500%. So the first person I see is this guy. I'm not gonna name the name of his joint because he was greedy. T-shirts like this. All right, how much would you pay? $30, $40 tops, right? Some people are like, well, you're really supposed to support. Yeah, but just know when you should have some compassion when you sell things, because as much as you want to make money back, you don't want your customers to feel like they got cheated or robbed. And the material wasn't there. Even this material is great. This is somebody who I bought from. I'll get to it in a second. So, feeling the material, I'm like, this is mad cheap. This is like less than Gildan quality. This is like Fruit of the Loom quality. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's the price? How much? Dude was like $85 for a t-shirt. $85 for a t-shirt. In what world would I pay $85 for a t-shirt? I don't even wear Supreme. I don't think Supreme, Chrome Hearts, or anything of that is worth more than $40. The fact that people go out there and pay that much is fucking crazy to me, son. The fact that people really just take time out of their day, they spend their hard-working money to go put money into that company is beyond me. So I looked at him like, fuck off. I ain't doing that. Then I get to the next booth, hoodies. I love hoodies. You guys know I have hoodies. I have hoodies for days. My whole closet is filled with hoodies. I just gave away 40 hoodies this year, and I still don't have enough space for hoodies. Now, get to the hoodie section. I'm looking at them. I saw the way he did it. These are screen printed. Okay, I know the process of screen printing. It's annoying, but it's not hard. And I'm like, all right, these hoodies have to be like maybe $100. I'll give $100. $80 to $100, okay? How much do you guys would think a hoodie that somebody made would make? What do you think would be a good price for you guys to pay for a hoodie, unless you're a go hard and you buy stuff like Supreme and shit like that? What do you think is a good price for a hoodie? Because I'll hit you with the same shit. All right, maybe $50, $60. Maybe. Depending on the quality. $80, you have to be great quality. Now, I get there. I'm like, all right, how much? Oh, everything's on sale. Great. How much? $300. Okay, but for you, $150. Yeah, no. Hell no. He's like, there's screen print. I know what screen printing takes. I shout out to What the Funk. So, because they do screen printing. Those shirts did you see with the skulls and things that I be wearing? That's them. They're not even charging that. They're screen printing. That's crazy. $300 for a hoodie, and they tell me it's $150. Yeah, no, go fuck yourself. So by that time, I'm done with the market. I'm like, nah, there's nothing here I want to buy. Like, they're wilding out. Like, this is clothes. This shit. I'm not gonna fit into it either down the line or right now. Either it's gonna get messed up, it's gonna get ruined in the wash, whatever. These are not. Why are we spending this much money on clothes? It's fucking crazy. So I get to this gentleman right here. I don't know if you can see the picture. You can look it up. Guy on subway train holding knife. Right? This picture comes up. I meet this guy. He has a whole table of his pictures. I was like, I like that. I support that. I don't know why I never did that. Thought to put pictures that I've taken in life, put them on a t-shirt to sell it. So I'm like, all right, him, that's your picture. That's your art. I could get if you charge more than $40. Let's hear what you're charging. All right. He has a hat. Coolio. And before I jump the gun, I talked to the artist. He told me his name. His name was John Kahn. Fire ass name. If that's his real name, that's a fucking fire name. But that is the name that is on the website that sells his stuff. He doesn't have it on Etsy anymore, so you have to go to Bryant Park and go buy it in person. So I see it. I'm like, you're conning me, right? I'm like, your name's John Kahn. Come on, you're fucking running game on me, right? He's like, nah, go look it up. I was like, all right, cool. I go look it up. Oh shit, it's him. All right, how much? $30 for this shirt. I'm like, copy. How much for the hat? $30. I was like, do you know you're the only reasonable person here that's selling things at a reasonable price with better material. Do you know how crazy this is? I was like, somebody just tried to sell me a hat for $200 because the fucking New York sign was sideways. I'm like, yo, fam, we're not like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I was like, yo, he was like, if you get it this and that, he was like, that $30 I come out to 60. I was like, all right, cool. I'm ready to give him the 60. He was like, just give me 50. All right, cool. Not greedy. Not greedy at all. So I was like, I fucks with that. And I gave him business. Shout out, go check him out. You can find him through Google and you'll go to his page and you'll see his pictures. They're fired. He has a bunch of fire pictures. Shout out to that guy. But that was my trip in the city. I also wanted to go see the Glizzy, and I'm not gonna lie, I was mad it wasn't there. I missed the Glizzy. I wasn't glizzed because it shoots confetti out of the hot dog tip, which is a crazy thing. To market to people. Hey, Oscar Myers, what do you think we should do for the Glizzy? Let's just have it go town to town to town. Oh, that sounds great. What else? We shoot confetti? Oh, that's cool. Cannons on the side?
No,
Where?
the tip.
Do you know how crazy that is to be standing on Times Square with millions of other people waiting to get confetti shot in your face out of the tip of a Glizzy? BBL Glizzy. BBL Glizzy. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, you guys are wild, but I showed up just to see people get shot in the face with confetti. And they weren't there. That was the only disappointing thing about the trip. But other than that, it was fun. It was fun. Oh, I think I had something else. Okay. It's brought to my attention that people think I'm failing at this. And I'm totally fine with it. I know, Chris, we had a conversation. This was before. This shit was actually written before you said with our conversation that we have. So don't think this is conversation pieces about your section, which is just the way life works. So I was being told, like, all right, you have a lot of episodes, but you're not getting the views. And I'm like, no. I was like, we're looking at your page. I get it. You're looking at YouTube. It's like, yeah, we're looking at your YouTube. You don't have views. I was like, no, I get that. Yeah. Nobody's watching the videos on YouTube like that. I put it up there as a courtesy in case somebody stumbles across it. It's great marketing to put your stuff up places. But it was like, but you don't have a lot of followers. You don't have a lot of views. No, I get it. I copy you. But I'm not going to take away from a social media platform that somebody could run into it. They could find it, and it's a great storage holder. So it was like, no, but I'm like, I'm telling you, the page is doing fine because of my Spotify numbers. See, what they weren't grasping was Spotify does videos now. So people could go on Spotify and see my videos. So more people are opting to watch the video on Spotify versus watching the video on YouTube, which I found pretty amazing because at one point I was questioning, well, if they're watching it on Spotify, why am I wasting my time putting this on YouTube? Because I felt the same way when he was talking to me until I really sat down and had a conversation with myself. And I was like, no, I could keep this here. I could keep this as much as I want to here. And that's totally fine as long as the Spotify numbers keep coming up. If the Spotify numbers keep going the way they're going, then we're doing great. I am right on track. I am just peachy. But the whole conversation was that YouTube and the amount of videos that I put out, the amount of content and not the views being there. I'm like, no, I get it. And the reason for that is I am not consistent. I work long hours and then I record this. I spend most of the time writing this shit. That's why I said I kind of need somebody to like clip up for me, but I'm going to end up finding a way to use an AI program that won't fuck me over and just roll that way. Because what I really don't do, and I have a hard time doing because I just don't know if I want everybody to know about this page, is I don't promote, which means I don't clip for Instagram, I don't clip for TikTok, I don't clip for Twitch, I don't clip for fucking Snapchat, I don't clip for Discord, I don't clip for Threads. Everything is just on YouTube. And the only reason I feel like that is because Spotify is doing good. The Apple podcast numbers are doing good. The demographic is changing. The demographic is going up. They're getting younger for some reason. I don't know why. no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. Yeah, so it's like no Drake, no Drake, no Drake, no Drake. Yeah, that one was Drake. Diddy was fighting the girls. So yeah, it was just such an interesting take. But even if I felt like, if I genuinely felt like the page really wasn't doing that great, I'm like, I get away with so much stuff. And that's the beauty of looking like you're failing or actually being failing, is that you could get away with a lot of shit. There's a lot of things that I say on this show that I wouldn't be able to get away with if I was more popular on the other scenes, if I was more bigger on the other scenes. There's mad things I wouldn't be able to say. And that's what I want people to understand. I'm like, yo, as of right now, I could say whatever I want. I could be like, yo, Diddy, go. Yeah, peace out. Yeah, I could do that. I don't even have to censor myself. I don't. I could say whatever I want. I could say whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. This is my show. I could have all the fun I want with this show. And that's what makes it so great. Like last week's episode, I had spice. It was spice, but somewhat nice. See, I am petty. I don't care. I don't care. And the person that made the question about like, yo, you're mad bias on PTL, great. Really didn't affect me, but I wanted to have some fun. And I was like, I'm going to be biased as fuck on this episode. It's going to reach all top high biasy. So if you notice in the last episode, there were some wild takes on it. It's premeditated. I chose to say what I chose to say, but I will be addressing some of the issues that I addressed last week on this week's episode, because they were serious subjects. I just don't care sometimes. I hit the switch, I go. So if you don't think I'm like, if I'm making that up, guess what? The episode was called FUBU. You guys know the acronym for FUBU? I'm on my Drake shit. Yeah. For us, by us. For us, by us. For us, by us. But bitch, for us, by us. So that's why I had the most fun doing that episode and just having fun. But I'm still gonna have fun. I'm just gonna address things better, because they should be addressed better. Because nobody should feel that I made light of a situation because that's how I genuinely feel. No, I don't feel like that. But it will be handled today, because last week's episode, I was like, nah, I'm going to have fun with that person and just irritate that person. And ladies and gentlemen, when I say I succeeded on that, when I say the targets landed, yo, shorty was
sick to my stomach, fam. But
she was upset. She was very upset. She was like, you said you wouldn't aim your question at you. I didn't. I aimed the whole episode. There goes my nuke. But just for the hell of it. And the reason I felt the need to do that is because she's a podcaster too. So it was like, all right. I'm like, this is just me having fun with you because I can respond to you. Remember a couple episodes ago, I don't go on this platform to shoot at people that can't respond back to me in the same way. That's what I mean. So other podcasters that want to have fun, talk about me, I'm throwing episodes at you. I'm throwing a whole 100. I'm throwing a whole hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 25 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours at you just because I can. But yeah, it was just very entertaining, which is going to lead me into the next section that I want to talk about, because it has everything to do with what I'm going to speak on, which I should have addressed correctly, but I'll be on petty time. So let's go and jump into.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Welcome to the Cool Report, and I'm going to talk about things that happened while we were away. Tyrese runs off stage so he wouldn't get served. We've all been there, sir. We've all been there. You got to leave the scene right away because you don't want to get tagged up. Yeah, I get it. But no, we're not going to talk about that. I don't know where to stand. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stand on where I should have stood on the first time when I recorded the Cool Report last week, which was the footage of Diddy came out. It was nasty. It was disgusting work. I don't know how people could stand by this man's side still and support what happened. I don't know how people judge this girl and said she was just doing a money grab and she just didn't want she didn't want to be in a relationship no more, and then her money was getting low, and still not apologize to this girl. I understand why he can't apologize. It's in the fucking court papers. He can't apologize to her. Now I recognize her as a person, but he chose not to. What he chose to do was make what's the word I want to use? It was for himself. It was a self-indulgent apology. It's like, I'm sorry, but not really. I'm sorry that you guys seen it, but not sorry of my actions. Because you could see in that video, he did not give a fuck about any of his actions. Do you know how crazy? Have you ever got, fellas, people in relationships, have you ever been in an argument outside? Like, you weren't supposed to get into an argument, but you get into an argument outside, and you and your girl start going a little bit too far, and you're like, all right, let me reel this shit back in. Let me reel it back in, because this is going to get terrible, and then it's going to get really bad. Like, you're in your mind, you're just like,
all right, just control yourself. Just control yourself. I know she said that shit about your mom, but you know it's not true, okay? Your mom's not legally a midget. She's just shrinking a little.
Like, that's what you have to do. So you have to, like, all right, let me just fucking internalize this shit until, like, one day your heart explodes. But that's what it is. You never want to get into an argument outside where everybody looks at you like you're fucking crazy. Now, think about that. Think about that. Think about that. My man's, fuck that. This monster ran out the room in his towel to catch her, started beating her ass, and did not care about the security guard stopping, did not care about the footage, did not care about anybody of the guests staying there and seeing him beat her ass. He did not have one care in the world. And to be honest, to the security guard that kept the footage and sold the footage to him, you didn't get enough money. $50,000. What are you doing with $50,000? Shit. That shit can't even fucking fuel up my fucking Bugatti. $50,000 for that tape? You're crazy. I know that's a money grab. I get that. But that was going to happen no matter what, because it led to another conversation that I wanted to speak about, which was, if this person... Yo, shut the fuck up. People outside always want to argue. So it led to another conversation, which was, all right, we're seeing this. We're seeing that he didn't care. He was talking crazy before the tape came out. He was like, everything will come to the light. Everything's here. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. God's plan, blah, 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 blah. He got exposed. Now it's like, yo, I was in my worst state. Before he was like, all that shit she's saying is fake. That shit is not true. She's a piece of shit. Fuck her. Now it's like, well, around that time, I wasn't in my right mind. Which one is it, bro? Did it happen or you weren't in your right mind? So it came down to, all right, now we're looking at everything. We're looking into Kim Porter. We're looking into Shine. We're looking into Biggie. We're looking into Tupac. We're looking into whose car did he try to blow up? Kid Cudi or somebody else, right? I think it was Mr. Pursuit of Happiness. I'm like, they said Kid Cudi was like, this nigga tried to blow up my car. How the fuck do you want me to respond and act to that shit? No, you're doing it. You're doing exactly how you, like, nope. So it made me feel like, all right, some people that heard the stories, heard the rumblings, wouldn't want to talk about it, which led to another conversation piece, which was Joe Buttons. My bad. I got really hot. I had to change the shirt. The thing with shirts like that with pictures, they get really hot under the picture because it's just another layer of plastic over it. My bad. So, where was it? Joe Budden. All right, man, there's people in this world that can't talk about certain conversations. Like, you don't want Joe Budden speaking on it. You don't want Russell Simmons speaking on it. You don't want any of those people that have slime on it. You don't want Roman Polanski speaking on it. You don't want Chris Brown speaking on it. You don't want to hear it. See, it's the same conversation that I did have last week that I was mentioning, like, yo, at what point do you forgive certain people? Like, Chris Brown did his time and blah, 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 blah. But a lot of people don't care. A lot of people's like, nah, you still hurt somebody and you deserve to deal with all the shit that you're going through. Now, Joe Budden, he had a case of his second baby mama where they said like he beat her and like caused a miscarriage or some shit like that. Allegedly, I don't fully remember the story. I think it was something along those lines. He sat on her stomach or some shit. But a lot of people was like, yo, don't talk in it. And it's exactly what happened was he talked in it and then everybody started bringing up his past. And then Shorty jumped into the mix. She was like, yo, you're no better. And it just led to a lot of shit. So it's like, all right, like there's conversations I can't have. Like if I go, oh, you should be more calm and you should just really sit back and think of your situation and sit back and take in everything. Do I say that? I think I say that for the relationship shit. Like I said, you don't have to think that. But I can't tell somebody that's in the heat of the moment, like, no, I really need you to think. I really need you to calm down. I need you to like, yo, come on, we got a lot of shit. You're gonna lose a lot of shit, blah, blah, blah. When I'm angry and I go, fuck that. I don't want to hear nothing. It's go time. I got fucking bail money, which I don't need anymore because New York City got rid of it. I got time to give, all right? And that's why I can't speak on a lot of subjects like that. Because I have anger issues. I let you guys know I have huge anger issues. I get really mad. I see red. I don't think. It's whatever. Until my anger is settled to that void inside is filled, I fucking go. Which is why I stay away from people. That explains why I'm not a people's person and why I don't put myself in situations to be around people that I don't really indulge in being around with anymore. Because I know something's bound to happen. I'm bound to go, yo, you know what? Fuck you. And make a whole scene out of it and just be petty as fuck. I know I should be an adult. I know I'm high up there in age, but still, I have yet to get control of it. And that's why I won't speak on a lot of subjects when it comes to like self-control. Imagine me telling you, you know, all you got to do is diet. Does it look like I fucking diet? I've known there's fucking video footage of me eating on the show. And I want to add more to it where I eat a burger on the show while I'm fucking recording, talking to you guys and shit like that. But that'll be one day down the line. But yeah. Certain people can't talk on the subject because it comes back to haunt you. All right? Don't do it. Don't speak on it. But back to the situation at hand. Cassie she was rewarded money that I think she could have got more in. And that what the beauty of her case is that she knew, she had the know-it-all, the wherewithal, and all it all, the know-it-all, the Googles, if some would say, to go, if I take this to court, this cannot be a normal case. This cannot be where it's just the judge. I need a jury of my peers. See, he could buy a judge or he could know somebody that knows somebody, but a jury of the peers might be a little bit harder. I still think she would have had a hard time with that too. At the end of the day, big money talks and big money spends and they win. And that's what makes it a huge issue, which why I mentioned before, yo, what if all the things the rumors that we heard, all the things that they said about him are fucking true? That's a problem. That's a problem. And back to being a failure again when it comes to the show. I could say whatever the fuck I want about Diddy because I am not there yet in social status or any status. I could say all the craziest things and it wouldn't affect me at all. That's what makes being at this level so fucking great still. Somebody out there is yelling at the ice cream man. What is going on out there, bro? What else do I have? Oh. Two things. His assistant went on the record. The security guard went on the record. And the assistant was more shady than the security guard. Security guard was there. The security guard probably cleaned up a couple of messes. He's a piece of shit, but he's there to secure you. That's the fucking job. And make sure you don't damage your rep, your history, or yourself. Now, the assistant, her job is to make sure shit happens. Now, you're telling me the assistant didn't know any of these things are happening? All of these things are happening you don't know about. You're in his life 24/7. You're telling me you don't have a goddamn clue what's going on? You plan his life 24/7. You slot the vids. All right, it's rape a chick o'clock. I'm sorry, grape a chick o'clock. I can't say the R word. So it's like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? I'm so mad Jade Raimi was one of his girls. Jade was a baddie. Yeah. It's all these things. And then nobody came. Everybody that came to his side is now stepping away. But my whole thing is that when I hear about the industry and they talk about Diddy and the Diddy parties, they go, nah, I don't stay past a certain time. I don't do the Diddy after party. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do this. So why didn't you do it? What did you hear that was so crazy that you didn't want to partake in it no more? What do you know? That means you have some insight, some thought of what happened, and you just chose to turn a blind eye, which comes back to the same story. Are the rumors true? Is he really a fucking monster in real life? Or everybody just, it ain't me. It has nothing to do with me. I know we all can't be Spider-Man. We're all great with all great with all great powers comes great responsibilities. But you know something. And then when you're on the same level as him, you're either indulging or why aren't you trying to stop it? Because you have the same manpower. But I guess this goes way further. This is rich people shit. It's sadly that when it comes to rich people shit, There's not a lot of things that people that are on the bottom can do. I don't care what kind of case they build up. I don't care. Like, I don't think it's going to stick with him. Him and R. Kelly were two different people. R. Kelly's money stopped. I don't think Diddy's can. I think it could stop, but he still has enough where it's like, I'm still fine. I'm still Diddy. I think that's the real thing. Isn't he in the Billionaires Club already? Yeah. I don't think you could like really take that down. That's the most craziest part. And as much as people want to be like, well, he resigned from Revolt. He resigned from this. He resigned for that. He resigned for this. Yeah, he probably said that, but he's still in the picture. He still has his thumb in something to keep it going, keep it moving, because you just can't walk away from things like that as much as they want to tell you they're going to step down. I don't think so. So since he's not going to do it, I'll do it. Cassie, I apologize. I didn't say you were doing a money grab, but I did say to listen to what you guys say and wait for the truth. Because unfortunately, we're in a society where we used to say, let's believe all women. And that was such a crazy thing to try to get off when a lot of women were doing dirt. I'm not saying that men don't do dirt, because men are fucking despicable too, as we just fucking saw. But a lot of girls be dirty too, man. So we just can't just be like, all right, it's just that person. Nah, it goes beyond that. So, yeah, I apologize. I apologize for making light of your situation because I was being petty and being an annoyance to somebody else while talking about your situation. I truly apologize. Will you see this? Probably not. But if this ever comes up into conversation, boom, right here, episode 112, The Diddler. So, yeah. This ice cream guy doesn't want to fucking leave. They're gonna fucking give me a red flag, a sound check flag. Let's see, what else? What else do I have? All right. Speaking of liberties, if you guys saw my stories, I posted the Bill of Rights. And the Bill of Rights I hold dearly, only because they're trying to take a lot of our liberties away. I already told you last week with the porn in Texas. They want you to do all these things. You got to check in. All right, so what's next? They already want to take the guns away. Now you want to take the porn away? That shit is crazy. So Howard University, Harvard is the black school, the HBCU school. So Howard University sparks massive commencement walkout after barring 13 students from receiving their diplomas. Now, are they... Fuck, somebody rapping out there now? What the fuck is going on, son? All right, I got to go back to recording at night. So, Howard University took 13 diplomas away from students that were pro-Palestine, and they wanted to show their support to people protesting on the campus, and people felt away. See, the narratives things, when people start having conversations like, oh, why does one group get supported and not the other group? That's what the fuck we're talking about. This is America. You're allowed to go and say things if that's your belief. I'm a strong believer in that. You could be pro, I love the police, and you could be pro, fuck the police. I understand that. There's a fight every time. You could be Democratic, you could be Republican. You can support Trump, or you cannot, or you do not support Trump. Ask Chef G and Polo, whatever his fucking name is. Now, that's your God-given choice, your God-given American right. So what I won't stand for is, as I'm sitting, what I won't take in is that 13 students were barred for being at a pro-Palestine fucking protest. Now, were they pro-Israel protests, and those students that partook in that, did they get their diplomas taken? Because now we're showing bias. At least that's the way I see it. If there was a pro-Israel protest, I'm like, oh my God, we need to get Palestine out of there. They were like, all right, that's totally fine. Now when it comes to pro-Palestine, we're like, whoa, we're going to stop that. Yeah, you can't do that. And to take their diplomas away that already spent time, effort in putting into, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And if you're going to do that, return all of their money right away, not whenever you want, right away. Send in that money right now. All right? Because to be We're going to take your diploma away? That's crazy. Now, if you're telling me I can't walk across the stage, I still have a problem with that too. But I think you have a better chance of getting that off. But because of that, people walked out of their own ceremony because of it, which is beautiful because you got to stand united against all fronts, foreign and domestic. I wish I had a goddamn American Eagle to fucking play right now, but I don't, sadly. Now, two sides are divided on the situation. We can't step in and be like, no, this is it. No, that's a dictatorship. It's communism. That's all the isms and tisms of the world. That's all the extra chromies, all right? That's the problem that we're having, and that's what I can't not allow these folks at Harvard, that's supposed to be a prestige school, to be like, nah, we're going to take your shit away because you're pro this. It was like when Black Lives Matter was happening and they were fucking banning students, expelling students for doing that. You couldn't support the idea that Black Lives Matter during the time because it was deemed anti-police. How does an organization uplifting of people be deemed as anti-police? That's crazy. Are there individuals in the group that went out their way to do things? Of course, but that's any group, all right? Because you know what's crazy? Whenever it comes to the radical side, the ones that they won't deem a terrorist group, but it technically is a terrorist group, y'all are real quiet on that. So yeah, we can't allow that. People died for those rights, and you're over there just saying, screw them. And that's not cool. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. Somebody went and fought for people to protest, say what they have to, and I don't know why the school felt the need that they could just go out and pick on these 13 students and not receive any backlash from it. I think that's a whole different conversation there. These people and this fucking garbage truck guy. All right, next topic I have. Transgender teen gets booed after winning girls track race at state championship. Shout out to her. You want to know why I say shout out to her? Because women have been asking for this. Women have been asking for this. You are welcome. You got this. You want equality. You want rights. You guys say all the time that you guys could do things better than men. Guess what? These transgender folks that are joining the competition are proving y'all wrong. They are kicking your ass. All right? Now, this isn't supposed to go the way I'm taking it right now. But it is. Because it's exactly what y'all asked for. You can't tell me you didn't ask for it. You guys were begging for this, and now it's happening. You know that old age rule, like, yo, when girls get into, like, you get into an argument, they get into their fighting stage, they go, I'll fuck you up, I'll knock you out. And you're like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, okay. Now there's a hat in the ring where you get into an altercation, and you could go, yo, I'll fuck you up. Because girls have a tendency of telling dudes, like, yo, I'll fuck you up. Or, yo, suck my dick. And then they know the guy's not going to do it. I'm not going to jail. Fuck you. I already told you about a case where this guy got into a fight with one of those carpenter girls and beat her ass. Beat her ass because she thought she was a man. And then she showed up to court in a dress. So this is like the reverse Uno card where now you get into an argument with somebody that you think is a girl, but it's really a dude and still has all the strength and all that shit, and they can literally beat the dog shit out of you, and it would be totally fine because that's the rules and wherewithal that we're in right now. That's the road that we accepted. That's the road that we went down, and y'all are welcome. All right. Also, they make kind of your sports seem a little bit more interesting because this track race that they're talking about. This track race that they're talking about is fucking jokes. It reminded us of The Incredibles, right? Think about The Incredibles. Listen. Racing. Running. Right? Going. All right. Dude's behind. He's losing. And everybody's like, yeah. Everybody's like, yeah. So, didn't even matter. And guess what? There was like, he hit his second wins. And took off to the races. took off to the races. There's like, oh yeah, he caught his second win and he took off. No, he was holding back, so his boos would be a lot less louder than what they were. See, the other question that I'm having with this, when it comes to this person, which was he was ranked 247th in the men's division, but over here he's driving in the first place, which is like, I know that you always identified as a woman, but when it came down to sports, when it comes down to these sports and that you're blowing them out of the water, do you now think like, wait, was I just bad at sports, or am I just amazing now because now I'm identified as the proper class that you chose? I should have done that. They're gonna give me shit for that. But yeah, it's all these conversations that come into place because there is a huge gap, and now girls want to admit it. Now that these transgender folks are joining competitions, and they were like, well, what do we do now? This girl got her whole fucking face broken fighting this transgender dude. Whole joint split. And it was like, oh, it's legally correct. It's legally fine. So I don't know what you guys want to do. I see a lot of y'all pushing back on the feminist shit too. And you guys want to reverse feminism. Nope. Stay here to stay. Continue going to work. Continue working up 9 to 5 and be the strong, independent woman that you wish you were. So, yeah. That shit was crazy, son. And in all fairness, this is a satire show and blah, 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 blah. It is a fair fight for them. It is. It is a fair bout. If these doors are going to open for them to compete, then ladies, I'm going to just tell you, you're going to have to go a little bit harder, all right? You're going to have to go find a way to be faster. You're going to have to be this, or the only other option is to admit defeat, admit that you were wrong. And I don't see you guys doing that. I don't see it. Nor if I was a woman, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be like, nah, we're going to thug it out. We're going to bear through this. We're going to figure this out, because I refuse to prove all these men right. If I was a woman. If I was a girl. How do you think that acceptance speech was? It was like, I got it. Now introducing Miss Caitlin up to the front to receive her gold medal. Everybody cheer. I just want
to say this is a blessing, and if anybody out there that has a dream, just know that you can do it, and we're all for it. God bless America, God bless me, and God bless the eligibility community.
And everybody's like, boo! They're going to give me so much shit for that as well. Back to another change of scenery, because the sun was going down and I rode as much as I could with the natural light. Now, let's continue with what else I got on the subject. And I got so many places to go. So many places to go. I stepped on one of my topics. All right, we're going to get out of the cool report and go straight to the Ask Me a Question section, which was, where do I want to start? All right, fuck it. You really doubled down on the bias in the last episode. You was going off the rails. Stepped on my question. I already knew that. I was going to come up, and I still stepped on it because I'm a fucking idiot. As I mentioned, as I divulged, do whatever the fuck I want to do. This is my show. I'm afforded that luxury to be playing around with a subject that people deem this show to be. A lot of people deem the show to be biased, and that I don't believe in. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't care. But that's what it was. That last episode was dedicated for me to be over the top to the person that sent me that question, and I had fun with. Because if you're asking why is the last episode seem more biased after I just told you in that one question, like, I'm not biased, it's for a reason. It's because I was being petty biased. I was being super biased because I could. And that's why I created this. It's like, no, this is not meant to be informative. No, it's not meant to be serious. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun with y'all. Have you guys just go down the thought process of how I go through life. As I mentioned before, this show is 90% off the head. No, my topics are written down, but I have no real structure of which way I'm going to go. A lot of the times I'll go through these conversations and it's like that Drake and Kendrick beef. We're either going to go down this road or we could go down this road, depending on how I feel. God's everywhere. Depending on how I feel. It just goes whichever way it goes. And when I'm in post-production, I'm like, all right, no, when I'm after production, I'm like, when I'm fucking editing, I'm like, oh shit. That's not what I was supposed to talk about. It's like those clips where there's dialogue between actors and they're having a racist scene and they go, those weren't your lines. There's like they'll be like, why are you always gotta be racist to me? Like, why don't you understand that I am a person now and we just got our freedom and you should be a lot more nicer to us? And then the slave owner is like, listen here, you, how dare you talk to me and all that, you stupid, and they were like, yo, those weren't the lines. We wrote something completely different for you. Like, why would you, we're going to keep it in. It sounds real and authentic, but still, those were not the lines. Your words are supposed to be like, you're right, I'm sorry. Not the direction you went, but okay, we'll figure it out. So it's like that. A lot of the times it shoots in that direction. But it's like, all right, whatever. Next question. I sent you a link to a Christian rapper. Is the first words off her song a shot? First of all, watcher, listener, however you take this in, I know the girl you're talking about. That's Christ Spice. Christ Spice, you heard it right here, Christ Spice. Is that her real artist name? No, but I refuse to learn it because it's not that important to me. But I did get your link. I shared the link, and I didn't catch it. You know, sometimes it takes somebody else to catch something, and it's pretty funny. So let me play for y'all. Oh, wait.
If you had
Did you guys catch it?
I'm looking real, but I got it. I sound with crazy.
Did you guys catch it? They're talking about the ad-lib. I'll give us a play.
I'm looking real cute, but I got it. I sound with crazy and it's shocking. I'm a girl with some class, nothing raunchy. In my feminine era like Audrey. I got the gloss, the paint, the toes. I love my lips, my hair, my nose. My husband ain't coming to say, let's go. The rest of these men out there looking like, whoa. My hair, I feel just like a princess. Every action I make's in his interest. I get gifts from my dad like it's Christmas. Even poor, I felt like I was richest. Just be real, that's what makes you the illest. In the gym, so I'm feeling my fittest. When I'm looking at sin, I just grimace. Over time, I learned I don't fit in.
I'm a girl. Shout out to the Christian rappers are actually doing something out there. Is she doing something? I can't judge it off of that, but whatever. Shout out to you guys. You guys are doing your thing. This is for you. So, she's a Christian rapper. Just keeping it godly, like Audrey and Aubrey and all these people, right? Stick with me. But that first ad-lib is a wild ad-lib. I've never heard that ad-lib until you until you showed it to me. And I 1000% agree. That is a shot. That is a shot at the eligibility community. So Shorty's coming out strong, swinging for her beliefs right out the way. Because to start the song by going, I'm a girl is fucking crazy. There has never been an instance in the song where you had to identify as a girl right away. That's crazy. So I do think it's a shot. I do think it is a shot. And the only reason I think it's a shot is because I saw her content. She is married, you losers, so calm down. Don't try to like slide in her DMs. But let's see, where is it? I think it's a shot because of this song.
Crystals, chakras, tarot, that is not God. Psychics, rituals, channels, that is not God. Astrology, horoscopes, sage, that is not God. Crystals, chakras, tarot.
He's absolutely right. But if they're going that hard, this couple's going that hard to stand down on things like that, then I do believe that first ad lib is a shot. Like, no. Let's not get it twisted. I'm a girl. I don't have ladyboy no more. God damn it. Gosh darn it. I apologize, Lord. I shouldn't have said that.
Boy, over the top.
Yes. I think it's a shot. It was different. Definitely was. I don't know any other way to take it. I don't know. I'm not taking it. FYI.
All I can hear is criticize.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to tell you? That's the way I feel. I think that's a shot. It has to be a shot. Where is my stuff? Oh.
You hate it, but you love it so much.
I know.
I'm your conscience.
I know I'm going to get shit for that too, but I think it's absolutely a shot. Christ Spice was going hard to let you guys know from the beginning that she's a girl, just like Aubrey, and looking for Audrey, but not Aubrey. While her hair is an ombre. Pray for Harambe. Beyonce's fiance. I lost it. I don't know where we're going. But yeah, that's a shot. Thank you for that question, for bringing these things that I didn't need to know into light. Appreciate you. Do you believe in the firmament? Nigga. Guess we're keeping it godly. All right. I believe it's in Genesis that they talk about the firmament, which is weird. There is no such thing as space. I heard you losers on TikTok talking that talk too, and that's crazy that you guys don't believe there's a space because you guys believe that the atmosphere is another ocean, which is crazy because I really can't vouch for that because we don't know if it's true. It's like the whole flat Earth, round Earth thing. I really can't prove that. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not part of NASA. They could be lying to us for all I know. They've been lying to us for how long? How am I supposed to believe something now? The firmament is something I may not believe in because you guys are saying that it's an ocean. And in this ocean, we could see stars. We could see planets. We have a sun. We have all these things up there that you're calling an ocean. But when we explore our ocean, it is pitch black. So for you to tell me that, because this, I guess this stems off when I brought up that we found the ocean with inside of the ocean that's 3 times the body of the oceans in the world. Spray. So I'm like, I don't know how you guys figure that out. I don't know how you guys get all that data, but every time this conversation is had about the ocean, not the firmament, the ocean itself, they go, the deeper you go in, the darker it gets. The deeper you go in, it's pitch black. The deeper you go in, you can't see shit. And I'm like, all right, that could be space, but then you still got to explain the stars. You still got to explain the planets that we see. When we see the eclipses, you got to explain the moon. You got to explain the sun. You got to explain all of these things. So you're telling me all that's in our ocean too as well? Then why don't we see it when we go swimming in the water? Are we too high up? Is that what you're saying? How have we hit our ocean's bottom at certain places? But I don't know, it was a lot. A lot of people feel that space isn't real, that we never went anywhere. I could believe that we faked the moon landing. I could believe that. I totally understand. We're gonna fucking, it's propaganda. I got it. But to be like, no, it's an invisible wall. I'm like, all right. So what are they stopping for us to getting to heaven? God, Lord, hear me now. I I feel like I shouldn't be saying this. I feel like he's gonna challenge me more. He's gonna make me his strongest soldier again. I don't appreciate those missions, but yeah, it's just crazy. How can you believe that's another ocean? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever y'all smoking, you guys got it. Copy. All right, so I'm gonna move out of the ask me a question section. Thank you guys for submitting those questions, and I'm gonna take it to welcome, everybody, to part-time lovers. A lot of people like to fast forward to this section because they find this section to be the most entertaining. I understand it. I appreciate you guys for still taking the time out of your day to submit questions. Now, before I get started, I need to go in.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by its host and guest on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I express firmly I am here to have a fun time, and don't need anyone ruining it by being butthurt. Take your clap cheeks somewhere else. I am not a professional, I just play one on the show. Thank you, and continue supporting. Deuces.
Yes. Appreciate you guys. Really do. Part-time lover section is for people that have questions about the relationships and is looking for maybe an alternative answer, maybe from a different point of view, and just something different that they not be seeing, they might not see, or might not take into account. You don't have to take this information. You can do whatever you want with this information. Listen to it, not listen to it, start it, then stop it, take away, pick, nitpick what works for you. You can do whatever you want. I am not a licensed professional. Just to get that out the way again. So what I'm gonna do is play the first question as soon as this stupid train passes. How's everybody on the train right now? That's so fucking crazy. Between the Honda Civics and the train, this episode's a mess. Diddy, relax. I already spoke about you. It's very quick, all right? You don't got to keep sending people down my block.
My best friend seems to be getting in a relationship, and
Okay.
I am not a fan of it. I don't think she's right for him, and he should just remain with me. Yeah, I'm in a relationship, but the dynamic is still good. Why would he mess that up?
Oh boy, over the top.
Ma'am. Where is it? You are what people would call...
You piece of shit.
That's what you are. That's what you are. I'm sorry. Now, it sounds like I'm attacking you, and I apologize that it sounds like I'm attacking you, but you're actually the problem in this situation because I get this question a lot from males and females. And a lot of the times, it really is the person that's allowing themselves to be dragged down this conversation each and every trip. See, I believe there could be male besties. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. There could be. All right? Every guy really isn't out there trying to beat. All right? Every guy really isn't out there trying to beat. But it's up to you to distinguish the people that do want to beat and do want to be part of your life or want to be more in your life. All right? And if you notice that and you don't sever ties, then you're no different than that person that's really not there with genuine intentions, and you're just there with non-genuine intentions too. And in your situation, it's a little bit worse because you're in a relationship and you're fucking cheating, because that's cheating. Now, the other thing is, stick with me. He found somebody and you want to ruin it. Do you know how crazy that is to be like, yo, I know he found somebody, but fuck him?
I'm your conscience.
I'm telling you right now, just focus on yourself. Don't even focus on a relationship. If I was you, if you're over here thinking about another man when you're in a relationship, you don't even need to be in that relationship either. You need to figure out what's wrong with you. You need to figure out what's going on in your life to figure out what's the best steps for you. Because if you're thinking about my best friend is getting into a relationship and you're upset about it, you should have been planning out double dates. Oh my God, this is great. We could go do this. We could go do that. We could go do this. Yeah, because your single friends don't want to fucking do that shit. I'm gonna let you know how many times I've been invited to like a relationship thing and I'm the third wheel. I'm like, God, Lord, please let me fucking go. Take me now. Shit. I know. But, yeah. Get your shit together.
Not respectfully.
You got to, man, because you're focusing on the wrong thing. If that was if you feel that man was supposed to be the man that you should have been dating, then you should have fucking made it clear and broke it off with the person that you're with. Now you got two men in your life that are interested in you or he may not be interested. He could have finally found the way that broke out, and now he's trying to start a relationship, but you're making it awkward for him. That's a whole issue. That's a whole issue. And you got to work on that. You really do. You really got to look down deep inside and be like, all right, this isn't going to work. And to not let that person go is even more wild. That's some villain era shit right there. Like, yo, she wants me to still be with her.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
Yeah, you can't. Girls, they can't distinguish the guys that want to fuck you. It's crazy. Because this is exactly how they're trying to play it out.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
I'm trying to get you like that. I'm trying to get you like Meek. But you got to distinguish those. You got to distinguish those. But like, all right, this person's not here with genuine intentions. Blah, 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 blah. Some people are just there to be friends. Some people don't see you in that way. Cool. Like, but it's really up to you to figure that shit out. And the male bestie, if you ever come across this show and she tells you whatever, just know this.
Don't listen, she's a skank.
All right, buddy? All right, if you run into this show, that's my response for you. Is don't listen, move forward, whatever you're going to move forward to. And if this is the girl that you really like, but you're chosen to be her friend, just know that you are not the one, the two, or the three, all right? Because that shit is nuts. To put your feelings ahead of other people that have feelings for you is fucking crazy if you ask me. So, yeah. Good luck with that one. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Yeah, man. All right. Just wanted to let you guys know that Shorty's talking about, like, yo, why can't he be with me?
Shorty's just talking shit.
All right. Okay, that's pretty much simple. Shorty, I apologize if this offends you, but it's just me giving you the honest truth. Like, that's what it really is. You're a selfish person. You're a selfish person trying to look for the rationality. You can tell by the way you ended your sentence that you're looking for the wrong kind of answer from me, which you didn't get. You got truth, because I've been in those situations. I'm not a fan of those situations. It's really my fault. I'm dumb enough to put myself in that situations. And it's just fucking stupid sometimes, because you hold out on other potential suitors or anything. You run the risk of missing out on somebody that could be the one, thinking that somebody else is the one. All right, but these chicks aren't all Jet Li. Okay, they aren't the one. All right, one. Next question, the two. Because they not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. My bad. Somebody just drove by blasting that. Once you hear that shit, you gotta go. A minor. Quick side note for a lot of you guys that didn't know, the A minor line, which is the minute 109 section on the song. Freaky ass boy, you was 69 God. Freaky ass boy, you was 69 God. Starts at 69 seconds when he goes A minor. There was some fucking entendres for your asses.
When did the talking stage become dating? This girl says being in the talking stage is dating, but little does she know she's on tryouts for me. She ain't make the team yet.
Shorty's just talking
and when I
shit.
explained it to her, she was more mad. Felt I was wasting her time. What you think?
You are. Depending on the age you are, all right? Depending on the age, you are wasting her time. If you're dating somebody that's a little bit over 30, you are wasting their time. Their biological clock is ticking down, and you're over there telling her you love her, and
You don't mean that shit.
you don't. You don't. If you're in the talking stage, I get it. The talking stage is really not supposed to be the determining factor that you're in this, that you are indeed together, but it is supposed to determine whether we're going to be together. So you're not wrong in that aspect, but depending on your dating pool, and I know you personally, sir, you're wrong. You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Hold on, make that. You're wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wake up. You're wrong. My bad. You're wrong. All right. The talking stage really to determine that we're together. All right. It's not. The talking stage is to be like, all right, I need to see if I like these pieces about you. If I could talk to you, if I'm okay, if we're sexually compatible. Because a lot of times people break up because they're not sexually compatible. And then you got to distinguish if the girl's there or the guy's there for money. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are just looking for roommates. A lot of people are looking for... It begins. If I catch a flag for that, I'm gonna kick his ass. Yeah. It's to determine if I want to court you. These niggas. Fucking neighbors. Yeah, it's to determine if I want to court you, if I want to date you, if I find you suitable enough to be my partner, and to see if I really like you or love you, or even come along those lines and things like that. That's what it's really for. Now, if you're just piping it down, then you gotta let her know, or she should come to the word though. Like, all right, he only calls me after from 10 to 6. That's the only time he really calls me. You're a sign piece. Don't call me past 11 p.m. It won't happen again. It happened once, it happened twice, it happened 3 times, maybe 4, maybe 5 or 6. No, 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 no. Whore no more. Whore. Let me stop. Love that song. Yes, man. Go check it out. Yeah, talking stage isn't really the determining factor that we're together. It means that you're a fucking candidate. But depending on their age, which I do know their age, sir, yeah, you can't be doing that. Her clock is... It's almost fucking out of here. So don't just be giving these old women a time in their lives when they're trying to build a family because their internal toxic clocks are ticking. Yo, side tangent. Oh my God, I was at 7-Eleven the other day and this fucking elderly lady, like when I say elderly, like 80 years old, tan dress, skin colored, varicose veins, baddie, pure.
I'm your conscience.
Baddie. I would have took that shit down. She let me. She looked horny enough to do it, bro. She was drinking a beer at fucking 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And she's like, "You're cute." I was like, "Am I?" Because I'm. If you guys didn't notice, I shaved, and I got a haircut to look somewhat of a human being, even though I don't think I do. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I was at my crusty beard phase, so my hair looked a mess. She's like, "You're cute." I was like, "You're intoxicating." I mean, I'm sorry, you're intoxicated. But yeah. I was like, Grandma's about to take me to Pound Town. Wait, come on.
No. That's not what I said.
But yeah. So for you, sir, I would say do this again. Okay, leave those old ladies alone that are looking for a relationship. Get off of your Bumble and go do you. All right, go back. You really want to catch a lady that's not on that time to settle down, go to a Chili's, all right? Go to the bar. Shorty's ordering the big fucking pit bull drink, fucking shit the size of a fucking fish tank. Go talk to her. That's the one, all right? Not the girls on Bumble that took the time to take a pretty picture and write a haiku on their bio for you to be like, I'm going to fuck you and never call you again, all right? Account 3264777, all right? Good luck. So that is the end of... Oh, I could go both ways. Pause. Yeah. Thank you for being a part of that. Appreciate y'all. So we're getting to that point of the show where it's time to end it. I know. This has been a long, fun ride for y'all. And as you can hear all the people that are driving by, it is summertime. The weather is nice. People don't know how to act. You can probably hear. See, what's throwing me off is that I don't know how amazing this audio sounds right now because I'm a little self-conscious because it's a new board. I don't know the hiccups we're going to deal with. I think the last time I recorded on this, I don't think I had the proper mic placement, but I felt the audio was still low. But it can't be low if it's picking up everything going on the outside. I can perfectly hear my neighbors outside talking. And if I can hear him talking, I wonder if you guys are going to be able to hear him talking in the background. But I digress. Now, for this board, I will give this a 7 out of 10. 10 for audio, 10 for visual looks, 7 for the programming. As I mentioned before, I hit a brick wall. I was supposed to record this another day. It is now 8:40. I'm done on time. I could go get some food and chill and relax and be outside with the loud people. But the thing is, programming. My sound pad was the biggest pain in the ass. I couldn't figure it out. It crashed at one point, even to do something as simple as update it. It was an issue. And I read the reviews and people were like, all right, this is a problem, but I think Rode will eventually fix it. I got a 2-year warranty. Whenever I feel this shit is going right back. The other issue that I'm having with myself and not Rode is that I should have got the other one. I should have got the $200 button, that $200 more one, but I'm going to adjust to this because this is cool. It's really 3. So I could do microphone, and another microphone. I could do 3 microphones if I really wanted to. I could run a phone line. I could Bluetooth it. I could do all these things because they have physical and then they have virtual. So I could really run amok with this. I just trying to figure out how to keep everything perfectly balanced while I figure it out. This thing has so many cool features for me to figure out how to adjust the volume, how to adjust the intake of everything. I'm going to figure this out. So if this sounds like a struggle episode, if you're having a hard time listening to it, I apologize. I'll eventually fix it. I will fix the kinks. As you can see, I was having a hard time really memorizing the news section. I'm also down to the original board was 8 pads. This is 6, but if I spent the $200, went back to the 8 pad, I would have went back to a physical record button, which I do miss, but this is just fine as well. And all right, this is my cue. You guys can hear it. They're already about to start fucking drag racing on the block. I am your host, Mr. Luis. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the new listeners. Shout out to the old listeners. Shout out to the original followers that's been there for day one. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the family. Shout out to both sides of my family. A lot of them guys complained that I only mentioned one side and not the other side. Shout out to both of you guys. The funny thing is that I shout out my Peruvian side on the vlog more as opposed to like the podcast. I shout out my Salvi side, which is Kevin. So it's like the most funniest thing in the world because if you guys don't know, this is different. That's him. The other Salvi is that's him. And the other one, the half of one is, where is it? And the words are smaller. I can't see shit.
It's not right. It's not right.
That's me. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody that listens to this. Appreciate everybody that follows us. If you're looking at the YouTube, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Those numbers will eventually go up. I don't know what you guys want me to do with that. All right. I can bring the horse to water, but I can't make him drink, pimpin'. But, shout out to everybody. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to all the people that submit their questions, even the ones that don't like my segments. Shout out to you guys too, because I believe Shorty gave me a great episode to fuck with her. And this follow-up episode was just as great as too. So thank you. Appreciate everybody that gives info for me to have fun with. All right. I am your host once again. I should be out this time. So let me go in.
On my cool J.
I'm Jose Luis. I'm out. Peace. It's over here now. See, before it was like right there, but now I gotta go